Hi, everyone. So glad you could make it. That's the first song that popped in my head when I was thinking of summer. I was like, what's that Abercrombie and Fitch song? So glad I found it. My name's Elle. If we haven't already met, I'm super excited to dive into today's episode of Connect and Chill. Whether you're listening live, listening to the recording, or listening in on Audacity, we appreciate you and we're happy to share this time with you. So before we get started, I do want to shout out everyone joining us today. Remember, this is an open mic discussion. Everyone is welcome to request the mic. We are all here to share, learn, and support each other. This space is also very cognizant of mental health and respectful of others. So please think about what you say and how you say it. If you're unable to speak, as always, drop a comment with your thoughts or questions. And of course, if you haven't already, go down to the bottom right, like, comment, repost the room. Let's keep the conversation going by getting more individuals in the room. So today's topic, I'm super excited about. It's summer vibes. I'm excited to hear what you guys have planned for the summer, what the season means for you. I'm also excited to talk a little bit about She-Fi Season 11, which I was just recently accepted into. That starts June 18th. So that's super exciting. That'll obviously be a part of my summer because it's an 8-week program. But before we get into all that, I see we already have 2 speakers. So I'm glad to have both of my friends here with me. And Ben, how are you? I know you were here right on the second I started. Thank you so much. I always appreciate you. I hope you're having a good morning.
Hey, lovable L. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, great morning. Friends, if you can do us a massive favor, follow everyone in this room. Connect, that's the best way to do so. And then, of course, lovable legend L, hosting phenomenal Connect and Chill spaces, actually for the win, right? So I appreciate you so much, friend. And yeah, I can't wait to get started. Feel free to let us know your summer plans and, what you have coming up for the summer, because this is going to be a great conversation. With that, go ahead, Audrey.
Oh yeah, hello everybody. It's nice to be here, and the topic is very relevant because summer in Finland is heating up and summer vacations and everything. So yeah, let's make a good conversation. Happy to be here.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that is relevant. There's a lot of different locations here, right? I'm from New York. Benjamin's on the West Coast in Cali, and then Adrian, Finland time. So it's 3 totally different perspectives of the summer. So excited to hear it. I'll get started with mine. When I think of summer, I think of barbecues, of course, burgers and hot dogs, being outside, listening to music. Think of my childhood. My parents used to throw amazing barbecues that I didn't probably appreciate as much as I should have at the time. But now that I'm older and I've gone to more barbecues, I'm like, those barbecues were actually bomb. Like, it was a good time. So that's the number one thing I think of with summer. And then, of course, you think of summer vacation as a child too, but that's gone. Right now we're working. There's life. 7 days a week, you got to do what you got to do. So no summer break. And I truly feel like the week is going by so quickly anyway. Like, it's Monday and then it's Friday. I don't even know what happens in the middle. The weeks are just kind of flying by. So trying to slow that down and take advantage of different moments. I know that's why this space, like, a few people said they were doing things so they weren't going to be able to make it. I get it, right? It's summertime. People aren't as involved on the internet maybe as they are during the winter, but it is what it is. I'm still going to show up here. And even if it's just a few of us, it's still a really special space, and we'll do what we do for as long as we'd like. So for me, I have She-Fi going on. Like I mentioned, that's an 8-week program. We're going to be learning and mastering Web3, right? It helps women who are even maybe just starting out in Web3 and don't know anything, or those that do kind of plant their feet in Web3, work on getting a career, work on networking, and work on building whatever they'd like to build in Web3. So it's a really awesome foundation. You get a graduation at the end, a certificate. And right now it's being called the MBA of Web3, so it's super exciting. Peg actually was the one who pushed She-Fi on me. She's been messaging me every day, like, you got to apply, you got to apply. And then I was lucky enough to be awarded a scholarship as well, because it is a bit expensive. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do the program without the scholarship, so I'm grateful for that. And the whole point here is to make Web3 accessible and inclusive, which I always love, right? It's a community of 3,000 individuals at the moment. They've been growing rapidly. This is season 11. It was founded by Maggie Love in 2019 when she noticed the gap in blockchain adoption among women. So I always love that, right? Women supporting women is super exciting. And then we'll be talking about a lot of crypto stuff, AI, and things that I just enjoy. So I know that even if I know some of the topics and some of it is just reviewing information, I love learning. I always say I would probably stay in college forever if it didn't cost so much. So I'm excited to just learn some new things, meet some new people, network, and kind of see where this passion of mine takes me. But now, enough about me. What about you guys? Ben, what's your summer looking like? What's the uncle duties like this summer? What's happening?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking, Al. In July, it is my nephew's birthday, his first birthday, so that's going to be super exciting. And then August, a couple of friends, and we're going to go to Cancun for an all-inclusive resort. So I'm looking forward to that. Al, we talked a lot about pina coladas, margaritas, and I'm really excited for it. Um, and yeah, I can't wait. This summer is going to be super exciting. I've been looking forward to it for months now, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But congratulations, Al, on Chi-Fi. That's amazing. You're gonna do great things, my friend, and I'm always rooting for you. So, friends, we do have some proud sponsors of this. We actually have some amazing sponsors, and we do have some things to shout out. So, friends, this is partly inspired by Keenan and Kel, where Kel loves his orange soda. So here we go. Who loves to connect and chill summer plans and Chi-Fi Season 11? We all love to connect and chill summer plans and Chi-Fi Season 11. Is that true? We do, we do, we do, we do, we do, we do. My bulldog is okay. Also, NNL, you are more than welcome to come with us. Also, we're now brought to you in part by In-N-Out. Once again, In-N-Out Burgers is a proud sponsor of this space as well. And we're also brought to you by Duke, the Old English Bulldog. Apparently, when I did that, he wanted some love too. So I'm going to go back on mute and then hand this back to you, Al.
Well, thank you. That sounds like an awesome plan. I'm happy that you're going to Cancun. That's so cool. That is going to be really, really fun. And an all inclusive can't beat it because, you just go, there's the beach bar. You can hang out there. You can go tanning. You can go to the pool bar. There's always something going on in Cancun. That's really, really cool. Can't wait to see pics. And Adri, what about you? You're going to be in nature, right? That's number one this summer for you.
Yeah, that's the number one for been for like last decade of my summers. I really like to enjoy my alone time and spend time in nature and meditate and just enjoying the good weather because it's not so common here. This only lasts for 3 months and then we got the total mayhem of winter for 10 to 11 months. So got to take everything out of this.
Yeah, that reminds me of Buffalo, where I lived before moving last year. It is a long winter. So it could start as early as, like, let's say October with the snow and then go all the way through half the spring. So once like the sun comes out and the snow is all melted away, everyone's like outside, 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 whether it's golfing or barbecue or playing cornhole, you name it. So that's what that definitely reminds me of, taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and here when the 2 months of good weather starts, then the mosquitoes try to take all fun out of that. I'm really really have to push myself to enjoy with all those mosquitoes here at the moment.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up because I am going to a barbecue later and I need to make sure I have my mosquito repellent. And I have this all natural one, which hopefully works, because I try to find a better way. I know the off has like so many chemicals. This one is called Repel, and it says it's plant-based lemon eucalyptus insect repellent. And it repels mosquitoes that may transmit Zika, which does anyone even talk about Zika anymore? West Nile, dengue, and some other viruses. So I hope it's good because I really like off forest or deep woods, I think it's called. And I don't know if you guys have ever smelled it, but it smells so gnarly. Like when I'm wearing that, you could smell me from a mile away and be like, oh, there she is. But it's the only one that protects me. And they say that mosquitoes like O positive blood. I don't know if you're O positive, EG, but I am. And I think it's true because they will eat me alive. It's no
Yep,
fun.
same here, same here. And that's the only smell you can smell from the underground psytrance festivals in Finland. That's the mosquito repellent was what you can smell there.
That's so funny. You just see the same blood type. So it is true. Everyone I ask confirms that it's just something about us. It's nice because we are actually more immune to certain things and we don't get sick as much. But sheesh, the mosquitoes like it too. We must taste really sweet. But I'm going to try this one. I do have off too. I'm going to bring both. I'm going to bring this one. And then if it doesn't work, everyone's just going to have to smell me because I'm going with the off and I'm protecting myself. I already have one mosquito bite and it's like, oh, I know Atri said he had like 70. I could not do it. It would drive me so nuts. I don't know. Mosquitoes in California, are they annoying? Are they everywhere?
Yeah, it's not fun now. Everywhere I go, I have to always have repellent on me just because they attract they seem attracted to me too. So it's not fun. So definitely do everything you can to make sure that to protect yourself. Um, And yeah, Elle, enjoy your barbecue later as well. Just make sure you stay safe and bring a lot of repellent with you.
Yep, thank you. I definitely will. That is the plan. So besides barbecues, I know I mentioned that, and then being in nature, I know Adrian likes hiking. You're going on vacation. What are some other activities you guys do? Do any of you like surf or skateboard or any of those things? I don't really do much of that stuff. I've never been on a surfboard. I think I would suck because my hand-eye coordination could be a little tricky there, and my balance. I don't know. I've done snowboarding pretty good, but I don't know about surfing. Have you? Any of you ever surfed?
I did once, and I promised myself I would never do it again. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's something that I'm glad I experienced it, but I'm not. I will never be professional, nor will I step foot on another surfboard again. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I have totally the same experience as well. I have tried 2 times, last time and the first time.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yep. Okay, cool. So no crazy snowboarding. I mean, surfing. See, I'm thinking of the snow already. Let me not rush that.
Yeah,
What are
snowboarding is one of my favorite.
okay? If you wanted to talk about snowboarding, that's cool too. I don't mind. I love snowboarding. I don't like skiing much. I don't know, it just never really worked for me. But snowboarding is really nice.
Yeah, I think we need to love it here in Finland because we have snow so much.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to ask before about barbecues and summer parties is, do you have a go-to meal that you make? Something that you always bring to a party, or something that you pick up if you don't like to cook? Or are you just the person that brings like the 12 pack, or the drinks? What's your go-to barbecue?
Elle, I think every barbecue needs ribs. I love ribs. That's probably my favorite. And yeah, you brought up a 12 pack. You know what? I will openly admit in this recorded space that I am also the type of person to bring a 36 pack. That means that's the three 12 packs. Just because every party needs some liquor, right? Some alcohol just to lighten the mood, just for us all to have a good time, but also drink responsibly, right? Don't overdo too much. Only do what you can handle, and stay hydrated, friends. Always drink lots of water um, to help your system, right? So be responsible, please. We are serious when we say this. NNL. We do have some new sponsors for this space, ladies and gentlemen. um we are now brought to you in part by Heineken, Corona, Modelo. They are a proud sponsor of this space. And then our next sponsor for this space is Lucio's Barbecue. Once again, Lucio's Barbecue is another proud sponsor of the space. If you're looking for ribs, you're looking for delicious items to bring at your barbecue, or if you're looking for items to cook or grill at your barbecue, then Lucio's can definitely help you with that. But yeah, Al, that's kind of, every barbecue needs, like you mentioned before, burgers, hot dogs. You can never go wrong with some alcohol, right? What I don't recommend you bring to a barbecue is a couple of beverages that are probably anywhere from 1,200 to 1,600 calories from a certain business, but we won't kind of mention that business in this space. But with that being said, I'm going to hand this back to you, Al.
I agree with that. You know what? I said 12 pack, but I do think it makes sense to do 36 because everyone, you want to share. So make sure there's enough for everyone. One of my least favorite people is the person that brings a 6 pack and then drinks their 6 pack and then goes on to drinking everyone else's beer. I don't know if you guys have a person like
That,
that,
that's
but
that's why you bring the best dessert on the party, the bottle of vodka.
Okay, Al. So I know someone that will bring the cheapest alcohol, right? But however, they will consume the most expensive ones. And I'm like, um, the proportion and the correlation here doesn't really match, right? So you're bringing a couple of, I'm just going to use this for an example. You're bringing a couple of Bud Lights, but then the dude is drinking Stella, right? Like, huh? I don't know, Ella. I'm glad you brought that up. It concerns me on so many levels.
yeah. I know I had to bring it up because that always happens at every barbecue. And it's just like you said, that was a perfect example. You're like, they're bring the Bud Light and then like, they're going for Adri's bottle of vodka and they're trying to get something, totally different. I'm like, oh, what are we doing here? Well, why did you bring that? So you made a good point. Yeah, bring enough for everyone. Bring enough so you can share. The same thing goes for food. Like when someone just brings like a small portion, or they bring themselves a hero to the barbecue and they're eating their hero. I'm like, hey, like this is a party. what about everyone else? You know, I want the rack of ribs. I want to have different food and share. So that's funny. I'm with you there. I also like when barbecues have a lot of fruit, which I know my parents, they always had like all kinds of different fruit. And now I don't see that sometimes. Like I like when it's hot out, I think it's so refreshing to just stick to the fruit bars. Sometimes the food is like just too heavy. So that's another thing I'm really into. And I don't like when people judge me because I will eat the hot dog with no bread. And people are like, oh, why are you doing that? I think everyone should let people, you know, do whatever they're doing on their diets and not judge each other. And I know Adri's the same way. He gets judged at barbecues and family parties because he sticks to his strict diet and he does keto. So be nice. You never know why someone's eating the way they're eating.
Yeah, Al, thanks so much for saying that because that's so true. And then the other thing I would also add is, let people live their own life, right? Everyone has the right to, do what is that they feel is most comfortable with them. Some people enjoy putting mayo on hot dogs. Other people enjoy putting mustard on burgers, right? Like, it is what it is. Just be cool with it. Everyone loves doing their own thing. And then you brought up fruits, Al. Pineapples, grapes, strawberries, watermelons, always perfect for barbecues, right? You always want fruits, you always want some vegetables, right? Consume healthy things, incorporate healthier items to your diet as well, right? Listen, we all love burgers, we all love hot dogs, we all love ribs, but also, be mindful, just also consume some veggies, some fruits. And then the other thing I would also add, L, and I think this is going to be a fabulous contribution, is, you know, um, barbecues gives you the ability to catch up, right? You can meet up with family, you can meet up with friends, and you get to chat. So that's the great thing about barbecues. And man, L, it's only 9:30 here on the West Coast, and I'm getting hungry. So I kind of want some barbecue. Man, I could go for some ribs, some burgers, some hot dogs. Probably not wings, just because I've had uh, 4 days of wings within the last 2 weeks, so I need to cut back on that. But definitely a lot of ribs, burgers, hot dogs for sure. Uh, Although I don't know how you feel about this, Al, but um, I don't know if it's just a California thing, but everywhere I go, like it seems like mustard is always a must on burgers, and I'm not a big mustard fan, to be honest. And so, like, I don't know if it's the same on the East Coast. It's always a thing here, right? So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, you said a lot of good things there. I totally agree. And I think it's important when you have a barbecue, or at least in my opinion, like to have everything, like you're saying. You can have some of the not so great foods, but also add a little balance in there so people can enjoy the barbecue. And I'm happy you're not having wings. I think a break from wings is a good idea, even though I know it's keto and all that stuff. So it's like an easy meal, but switch it up. Hopefully, you have some ribs or something different, like you said, maybe a burger. I don't know. Burgers are good, I like again, I just say no, you don't need the bread and it tastes delicious. You can add all your toppings. But yeah, I know we had some good sponsors, so if anyone missed those, catch them in the recording because, you know, every time Ben comes to a space, he comes with curated sponsors just for the space topic and we definitely appreciate it. You light up the space, Ben. I definitely appreciate you.
L, you brought up burgers. Okay, hold on. So, Al, you brought up burgers without the bread, and In-N-Out does this, what they call it, Flying Dutchman. It's basically two patties, I believe 2 pieces of cheese, but there's no bread. So, I think if you're definitely here, you should try it. It's considered a secret menu item, and In-N-Out does that where they don't really advertise it, but you can definitely look it up and like. So, if you're ever near an In-N-Out and you definitely want to try it, that's definitely what you should do. Flying Dutchman. I don't do it as much, Al, just because. I kind of do need the bread, to be honest with you, or I do protein style where there's no bread and it's wrapped in lettuce. So yeah, and then friends, uh, because Al is such a near and dear friend to my heart, we're gonna do some new sponsors for this space, ladies and gentlemen. This space is now brought to you in part by Fanatics. Once again, Fanatics is a proud sponsor for this space. Are you looking for some jerseys? Are you a fan of the Yankees, the Bills, the Lakers? You can definitely get some sports gear off of Fanatics and an L. We do have another proud sponsor of this space. This space is now brought to you in part by Wingstop. Once again, Wingstop is a proud sponsor of this space. So we appreciate you sponsoring us. And then, of course, L, we talk about barbecues. Our next official sponsor for this space is, uh, hold on, I need to do a little bit more research. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, no problem. I know it takes time to make the contracts, get on the phone, make, those big calls with all the execs up top. So, do what you have to do. We understand. And we are at a halfway point in the space. I don't want to miss this. If you have not already been hydrating, please grab your water. I hope you have some lemon in there. I did a space on the magic of lemons. And ever since I've done that space, I've only become more and more obsessed with lemons. So if you don't know, I would happily send you the recording. Chop up some lemons, do a lemon shot in the morning. Added bonus if you add some ginger to your water as well. And you can thank me later. You will see the results. So this is your hydration check. I also made some coffee. So I'm going to have that. And I just had the coffee straight. This is Dunkin' coffee, actually. So I know some of you like Dunkin'. Yeah, no creamer or none of that. That is just a waste of calories and all that other garbage in there. So just try to find coffee that you like the taste of. That would be my key. And then it's good. And you train yourself, like everything. I think you just train yourself. If you're used to a super sweet coffee, then you're going to crave a super sweet coffee. But yeah, that's just a little wellness tip for those of you. But we have a new speaker, so I do want to welcome you up here. GM, GA, GEJ. It's nice to have you here. What's going on?
Hello, this is IT.
Okay, Jay is sleeping. I tried calling him, but I accidentally called the IT line. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
But, oh, hi, Jay. Welcome.
yeah, thank you. Jam.
So I know you joined into the space a little later. We've been talking about our plans for the summer, things that we think of when we think of the season, stuff like that. You're more than welcome to share a little bit about your experience in the summer or what you have planned for the next few months. We'd love to hear it if you'd like to share. But there is no pressure for anyone to share. So you're welcome to just hang out with us up here. It's up to you.
All right. My plans for this summer is to work on the project. The project me and my partner are building. So that's what I'm gonna do.
That's awesome. It's nice when you're so involved in your project and your passion that it doesn't matter what's going on around you, you are going to grind. So, my hat is off to you. I hope that you get a lot done and you find a lot of success, but that you also find some time to touch grass and drink some water and see some family or friends that you like because that's always important and that helps keep us sane, right? Because like I said before, the days seem to go by so quickly, and I know in Web3 it can also feel like, oh my god, I can't step away because time goes by fast, and a day in Web3 is like a week. But it is important for everyone to touch some grass, that is for sure. So thanks for joining us, Jay. Happy to have you here. I know I've seen you on X, but I haven't seen you in this space, so that's a nice addition. Now, another thing that I think of for summer, I don't know about you guys, but we used to get these summer reading lists in school, and it was just like a bunch of books that you had to read, and then maybe you had to do some book reports for them. The library also used to come out with a list of summer reading, and I used to love that, going to the library and taking out a ton of books. So I have to get better at this. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been reading as much as I should because I really do love reading. And I don't know, when I was a kid, I just felt like that I had more time maybe, or I just prioritized it more probably. So that's something I'd like to do, be on a beach reading a book. Do either of you have any good books that you're reading or anything that you've read recently that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I love Maze Runner. I've watched or read all the books in the trilogy, so I'm a big fan of James Dashner. I love him as an author. I love the storyline, and I'm a big fan of Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games too. I personally am more of a fan of the books than I am the movies, to be honest with you, because with books in general, you can vividly imagine the story, right? you know, and you can kind of use your imagination how you would like. And that's why I love reading. And Ellie, you brought up summers and book reports. When I was younger, I was not a fan of always having to read, and having to do the book reports. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate reading just because it's helped me increase um, kind of my vocabulary skills. It's helped me appreciate that turn, I can use my imagination and turn the story into kind of how I would picture it, right? So I think that's the thing about reading. And you talked about reading on the beach. You're speaking my language, friend, because that's what I would love doing. Like, I would rather read on the beach than actually surf, to be honest with you. Because if I'm reading out a book, nothing's gonna happen, or reading the book, nothing's gonna happen to me. If I am surfing, there's a very good chance that I will not be on that board very long. Okay, because my hand-eye coordination is not good, my friend, and that's the honesty.
Well, it's good to be honest with ourselves. Like I said, I'm the same way. I know that if I start on that board, it's not going to warm in the water. And thank you for sharing about the books. I've heard so many great things about Maze Runner. I really think I'm going to add that to my list and check it out this summer. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm going to wait, of course, on seeing the movie to read the books because I totally agree with you. Like, I remember reading Harry Potter and my mind was just picturing this whole world, and it was the most incredible thing. The movies are great too, but there is nothing like that experience of just visualizing this whole world the way that you see it from the author's words. It's really beautiful, and it's something I super appreciate. So thank you for saying that. Oh, we did have a new speaker, but she dropped. Maria is actually also going to be in Shifi season 11, and we just recently connected, so I invited her to the space. Her page, like I said, we just connected, but her page is super positive, great pictures. I believe she is in Costa Rica, and it just looks so beautiful. So I invited her to talk a little bit about her experience with Shifi, or what she's hoping to get out of it. Maybe she can get back up here, but no pressure. It's nice to see you, and we are here every week. This is one of our smaller spaces, a little more intimate, but the whole point is just to connect with each other and chat. It's like a weekly check-in, and I love it. I do a lot of spaces throughout the week. Some of the crypto spaces tend to get bigger, and so many people are talking, but this is where we really get to know each other. So I love that. Oh, I think she's trying to come back up. Let's see if we can hand her the mic.
Hi, is that Costa Rica Wi-Fi? How are you guys? Can you hear me?
Hey, good to have you. You made it up here.
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Hi everybody. Yes, I'm in Costa Rica and I just will be in Shifi with you, L. Is that how you, or do you go by your name, Liz?
Either is fine. People
Yeah,
call me both. Whatever is easier
yeah,
for you.
L,
Sometimes with accents or things like that, it might be harder.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be in a Twitter or spaces again because it's been a while and I was been offline and I just happened to come by back at the right time and just really, really pumped for Shifi in the summer and making new friends and um, going to VCon and just reconnecting with old friends and making new ones. And I mean, this summer, I mean, I want to just keep creating, keep creating art, keep like learning more. I was part of the, I guess, NFT phase and dropped off after and just coming back and just feeling like, wow, okay, it's really great to connect with community and seeing just aliveness in the art again and all kinds of variety as always. And my summer's just going awesome so far and just taking it, one day at a time. I jumped in on the Harry Potter. I never read the books, but I did see all of the movies and I always wanted to go to the parks. It just sounds like that's what you guys are talking about. Oh my God, In-N-Out Burger. Oh my God, I could so eat one of those. So I've been just really focusing on my health and meditating and yoga. So those In-N-Out burgers look like a divine dream of indulgence and I could take part in. And I used to have those when I lived in San Francisco, and I think they're the best. If I'm gonna go for a burger, like a fast food burger, that's the jam right there. So yeah, hi everybody.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you for the intro. So glad to have you here. And yeah, Costa Rica looks amazing. Maybe the internet's not the best, but wow, to wake up to that beautiful sight every day, you can't beat it. And I actually have not tried In and Out, but I am dying to try it. I have so many friends on the West Coast, especially now with X, and everyone's just sending me pictures whenever they're there. They're like, hey, look at this. And I just cannot wait. Right, Ben? That's the plan?
Al, as soon as you land, and we pick you up at the airport, the first place we're going to is In-N-Out. And if you land at LAX, there's an In-N-Out literally right there, and you can see the planes land, the planes take off. That's the In-N-Out that we definitely will hit up if you fly into LAX. So, Al, In-N-Out Burgers, you're gonna love it. I guarantee you, more than Sugar Factory.
Oh yeah, I'm sure about that one. I do just want to backtrack a little bit for those of you that might have missed my discussion about SheFi earlier in the space. I will tell you a little bit about it since I just mentioned it again. So we are starting season 11 of SheFi next week. Actually, both myself and Maria, we are super stoked. It's considered the MBA of Web3 learning, designed to help us master Web3. We can reinvent our career if we'd like to, networking, and really diving deep into Web3, crypto, NFTs, AI, decentralization, all of that good stuff. It's an 8-week instructional course. There's hands-on videos, peer support, and there are 3,000 people involved. So it is a big community that's been rapidly growing. A ton of people applied. Some of us were awarded scholarships, which is also a blessing. And the real core values are openness, kindness, inclusion, and collaboration. For those of you who know me, those are literally all of the things that I've been doing here. That's part of my X journey and my goals here. So I'm excited to be a part of a program that also has the same values as me. I mentioned to you guys, a couple months ago that I'm trying to focus on projects and taking on new things that I share the same values with, because it's a lot easier to work with those sort of people and stay motivated, get things done. So I'm super excited for us and everything that's to come. I plan on continuing to update you guys weekly here in Connect and Chill, or if there's a lot to say, maybe we'll add a SheFi space in during the week. I think right now I have about 4 spaces that I do, but what's one more? I mean, it doesn't have to be super long. It could be something fun just to spread the knowledge and maybe start letting people know about SheFi for season 12, right? Because once you find a good thing, you don't need to hide it, right? Don't hide the alpha. Share it with your friends. Get more people involved. That's the best thing to do. So that is SheFi. If anyone is interested, anyone listening to the recording or on Audacity, I know Audacity is mainly set up by women and for women. Any of you interested, please DM me. I'd love to talk more about it, let you guys know, and maybe get a leg up for the next season. So that's where I'm at with that. And I don't know if anyone else has anything they'd like to say about their summer plans. Otherwise, we can start wrapping. I don't want to keep you guys too long on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. But what do you think, Ben? Anything I missed?
Elle, I think this is a great time to announce that in the coming months, Elle and I, we will be starting a 24-hour Connect and Chill space. So I think it should definitely be stated. But in all seriousness, Elle, thanks so much for hosting. Thanks so much for the space. And yeah, go touch grass, right? Don't spend all your time on the internet, especially during the summer. This is the perfect time to go out, experience the world, go to a water park, have fun, right? I would definitely say that, but yeah, Elle, I think it would be perfect if you want to close us out with a beautiful song, right? That could be Justin Bieber, that could be Rachel Platten. We would love to hear you sing, and then feel free to let everyone know about your upcoming 72 hours space.
Oh boy, I'm doing a 24-hour space and a 72-hour space. I don't know how I'm going to do it, especially because I kicked Celsius out of my diet. I don't know if you guys all heard all that stuff they say about Celsius, but I'm not going to say exactly where they're getting ingredients from, but it is not looking good for them. You could look it up on YouTube or I guess on Google. So I've been just trying to be Celsius free. Not that I was crazy, but a few times a week I really enjoyed it. So I don't know. I might need to indulge, make that a cheat day, and bring the Celsius back for the long space. I did just realize there's another speaker, Divine. I'm sorry I didn't see you up here. I'd love to hand you the mic, GM, and if you want to talk about your plans and what's going on with you, you're more than welcome to share.
Yo, GM L, GM Benjamin, GM MF Satya, sorry. GM everyone. I see you, Maggie. I see everyone to you. And it's good to be here, I love coming on your spaces, L. I love hearing you and Benjamin, on spaces. You guys are really, really cool people. Basically, I don't know, let me just introduce myself because I know I'm meeting some new people here. Yeah. So basically, I'm Divine, and I'm currently based in Nigeria. I'm actually from Nigeria, but I have plans to relocate sometime in the future. Yeah, and I recently just finished my final year examination. Yo, congratulations to me, guys! Yeah, it was a hell of a stress. Thank you so much, El. Yeah, so basically, I'm about to graduate from university. 5 years in university, like super, super, super crazy. So it's been a whole lot of journey. So basically, I have plans to actually, touch grass. Yeah, I want to really take myself out with my loved one and I want to have some time to relax because I've been through a whole lot of stress. I mean, in school, so it's really cool, like really cool finishing and finishing well. Yeah, because it's really important to finish well. So I'm bullish on the future. And yeah, definitely, I'm also bullish on the space you guys talked about. Connect and chill space. You guys will be hosting. I will try my best to tune in because, like I said, I love connecting with new people, great minds. Yeah, yeah. So it's good to be here. It's really cool to be here. I see every one of you guys are great minds. Thank you for having me, guys. Let's fucking go.
That is awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. It's no joke, right? Getting through final exams. Oh man, that was stressful. So, yeah, my hat is off to you. I hope you did really well. Um, and just find lots of success. That's exciting. Your voice is very positive. You bring in a lot of great energy. So, I love that. That's the best part of spaces. Thank you for that. It was like a little boost. I felt it over here, all the way in New York from Nigeria. So, that is awesome. It's nice to see so many of my friends pursuing different pursuits with education, like, maybe even later in life. Like, I'm going to be doing the SheFi. Adrian now just finished his school, like his curriculum that he's been studying. I want all of us to just keep learning and leveling up, right? Never too late to learn. So, Divine, keep doing your thing. That is awesome. I think I've also seen you in my Wednesday space, Crypto Connect and Chill. You're always welcome there, as well as you, Jay. I see you posted your project up top. This really isn't a show space, but if you just want to talk about it briefly, like a sentence or two of what you're working on, you're more than welcome because we do love to support each other here. Nope. Okay. He gone. All good. But he did post that up top. So if anyone wants to check out the project, oh, he dropped. Maybe X is rugging him. We all know how that goes. It is no joke. I also want to say an early happy Father's Day, right? Tomorrow is Father's Day. So early happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Being a dad is one of the best jobs in the world, and it is no joke. So I know it's like, I guess, yeah, oh yeah, we have a dad in here. We have Idri in here. And if anyone in the recording is listening, you know, a kid needs a mom and a dad. That's always going to be my opinion. They're both so important. And I'm really grateful that I had both of mine. For anyone that maybe no longer has their father in their life, I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. But I truly believe that they're with you every day alongside you on this journey. And you just got to really take that time to meditate and connect with them. And they are there with you. Like my parents always say, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that's every day, show appreciation every day. So I hope that you guys thank your parents every day for being awesome and making you the awesome people that you are, not just on Father's Day. And if you're going to be barbecuing with them, make sure you listen to the tips that Ben and I laid out at the beginning of the space. That will lead to an excellent barbecue, I promise. So on that note, Adri, if you have any closing remarks, I'd also like to give you the mic before we start to wrap, and then I have a pretty fun tune for us to wrap up to.
Yeah, I think the X is rugging me because my supercomputer is slow as fuck at the moment because of this Elon Musk's. But yeah, thanks for being here. It was nice and chill space with a few people in here, and yeah, let's keep up the good vibes. And hi, Yoru, I can see you. Nice to see you here.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice. Yeah, there is an Evermoon legend in the room. Okay, cool. Two of them actually, because Adri is definitely an Evermoon legend. That is awesome. And a creative welcome. We were just wrapping up, but nice to see you. Happy Saturday. If you want to share what you got going on for summer, we'd love to hear it.
What do I have going on for summer? Trying to sit on my butt and be lazy and do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I mean summer. Just looking forward to spending more time with the kids. The kids are out of school, so spending more time with them and maybe taking a few little trips. Maybe I could get down to SoCal and enjoy the San Diego weather out there and maybe see some of my ex friends out there. And then, of course, I'm making an NYC trip, so that's summer. That's coming up in about a couple weeks. So I'll be in NYC for that. Man, and then 2 months, I'll probably be on orders for the military, so I'll be on order somewhere. God knows where, I don't know yet. But, just trying to make the best of the time while you can with your loved ones, you know what I mean? And then, just enjoying everybody. So, sorry I came in late, man. I had a lot going on this morning, but I did want to come in and just say, show love to everybody that's sitting here and stuff and say what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries at all. And I know it's summertime, it's even harder for people to make it into spaces. So I expect for these to be a little smaller for the next couple of months, and it's all good. We were just hanging out. We were talking about barbecues, the do's and don'ts, what we like to see, what we don't really care for, activities that we like. So it's just been, fun, chill situation. But you know how these spaces are. Yeah, go ahead.
So while y'all talk about barbecues, like I'm from the South, so yeah, we do barbecue. Like my dad and stuff from the South, from Louisiana, but we're big on like summertime for us. We do more seafood boils. So seafood boils are the go-to outside of barbecue. So I don't know how many of y'all ever had Louisiana seafood boil, but make sure that y'all Google it and make one of those happen if you like seafood, crab, shrimp, crawfish, all that kind of good stuff.
No, I have never had that, but that sounds amazing. I definitely am interested in trying it because it seems like a process, and then I've seen like everything's out on the table and really well seasoned. I really like well seasoned food. That's really important for me. So I have got to try it. So your barbecues are probably even totally different than what we're talking about here, with just the burgers and hot dogs and some ribs.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I'm gonna make sure that I DM you how to make a good seafood boil. It's simple. You can do it right inside your house. You don't even have to do it outside. You don't have to throw it on your table or anything. You can plate it just nice and cute if you want. It's all good.
There you go. There's the alpha. Yep. Send it my way because I don't want to do one of these Google recipes. It's always better when you have a recipe that is tried and tested and delicious. I'm totally down. I like trying new things. So thank you for that. I think Ben is having some internet issues. It keeps showing him in and out. Yeah.
Al, can
You have
you
to
hear me
drop and
now?
come back, whatever you think. There you go. I just keep getting a notification saying Benjamin has declined co-host. Benjamin has declined co-host. I'm like, okay. Oh, and he dropped. There we go. But we do have some other new speakers. I guess everyone, I don't know, maybe everyone's waking up a little late today. It's almost 1 o'clock. What's going on, Peg? Good morning, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, El. I just popped in for a second because I knew you were having your space and I wanted to wish everybody a wonderful weekend. I'm out in the garden right now, so everything's doing really good out there. I already have cherry tomatoes on the way. They're not red yet, I mean they're growing, and I'm expecting probably in 2 weeks to have some really nice cherry tomatoes and uh, other stuff. So I'm out there today, though. It's absolutely stunning in New York again. Okay, and tomorrow, and this will be the last of the cool days. It has to happen that it gets warm, and summer is this week. So it's fitting. It's been one of the most beautiful springs ever. And it's right now it's 68 degrees and sunny, but you have to imagine it's like not 68 like in and cold like in April or something. All the vegetation and flowers and stuff like that are out. It smells great. So I am really loving it. I'm the last few days I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I usually get up at 5, and so then I've been going to bed at 8. So, I had hospital stuff all this week. Everything's checking out. Okay. And you may have seen my TikTok where they gave me a surprise memory test. I have a primary doctor that's she does geriatrics. I'm that age. So, yeah. So when I got there, is this, do you mind if we give you this memory test? I said, all right. And they asked me, to remember 3 words, and I've seen these tests before. And uh, so then they said to me, draw a clock. And I'm really like lazy and straightforward when it comes to certain things. So I drew like the 12 and the 6 and the 3 and the 9. I mean, what do you got to do to put the image? I mean, you could have a circle with the hands. You know what I'm saying? So I said to them, "Do you want me to fill in the whole thing?" And they go, "Oh yeah, you got to fill in the whole." What do you? So I did that, and they said, "Okay, now draw the hands at 10 after 11." So I did that, and then they asked me what the 3 words were. And so, in addition to saying what they were, I had written them on a piece of paper, and I have a cyst in my right wrist that it's giving me trouble flexing my hand, and my handwriting is really crappy right now. And I wrote the 3 words, and they're like, they said, "Oh, good thing you said it audibly, because if you wrote it there, we wouldn't be sure what you were saying." I said, "What? Really?" So
Wow, it's like a pop quiz at the
I
doctor's.
know. Really, crypto keeps you young. I'm still pretty sharp. So I'm imagining that you wouldn't get the clock test, probably. They have something else for you, because you didn't grow up with the rotary clock. Rotary, like a rotary phone, the rotary clock. I don't know what else to call. So, anyway, yeah, that's but everything, I passed my EKG, all that, and I completed another week of Live Strong, which is the Lance Armstrong program I told you that I'm in, and that goes to the end of this month. And then they have something for us if we'd like to continue. They have some special thing, and I'm definitely going to continue with that. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I see you're talking about Chi-Fi. I plan on being in class with you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Alumni are allowed to, and there's one woman who's come to every single class since it started. Okay, I think she joined in season 2, and Maggie says she's there every class. And Maggie already told us there's going to be all new material. So I'm definitely going to be listening in, if not participating, refreshing, and all of that. And you're going to love it, and there's a contest for us right now, and I'm going to get part of that bag, let me tell you. So it's my interest. Yeah, it's my interest in, I really feel that I'll probably, get a couple, if I can get on there. I definitely had to work outside today, because it is just, I had to take like a chill day away from that, because I'm going to go hard. We have to make graphics, memes and things for the Frontier is Feminine. And there's, and we'll be putting our work up to collect and everything on Lens Protocol, which is like I said, that's my area of interest, was decentralized social media. So I'm very excited about that. They have a $5,000 pot, okay, up for all of us to get a piece of. And like I said, I'm going to get part of that, get my bag. And, you know, so yeah, I'm kind of scattered this week, running all over the place. And did I tell you I sold some of my brother's rock t-shirts? He had a bunch of them. And uh, I know they're really popular, especially after I started looking around and everything. I was taking more notice, but I had a couple also that I sold to the guy, and I had 2 uh, Led Zeppelin 1977 tour shirts when they were at the Garden. Those were mine, and we had 14th row. So it was an awesome concert. Anyway, yeah, all of those rock T-shirts. They're so yeah, those things are a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. I saw one of the guys that got it from me. I forget what he had. I love Deftones. That's my favorite band, and he has a Deftones shirt from like the first album. And he said, I think it goes for about 3,500. I said I could see that going for $5,000. These. So yeah, this stuff is unbelievable, and it was great. And I still have a few left of my brother's stuff, and I'm gonna be. There's another guy who wants it, and it's been making it easy for me. So all right, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And what are you up to, Elle? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm glad that you got to drop in. It's always good to, touch base with you and see what's going on in your world. Today I actually have a birthday party / barbecue that I'm going to. So it kind of fit the theme. We were talking about barbecues and what we like, what we don't like, different summer activities, and all the fun stuff that's coming with this nice weather. I know you said it's beautiful out, which I'm super happy about. I got my mosquito repellent because they love me. So I was talking about that part we don't really love about the
Guess
summertime.
what?
But
Guess
yeah,
what? I
yeah.
I tried today. Okay, I just today. Okay, I just got the oil, but the United States government, okay, recommends eucalyptus, lemon eucalyptus essential oil. So I got some on Amazon, and you put it with a little bit of here. Maverick, stay. Come over here. Sorry. Have the door open. Um, you put it stay. Witch hazel. Okay, and a little bit, a couple drops of water in a little spray bottle, and I experimented with it this morning. I haven't had a bite. I hate mosquito bites. I hate them. Okay, they eat me alive, and I get these gigantic welts. Okay, and also those flies that are by the water. Oh man. Okay, those things. Right? Those. I hate that. The ones that are the stinging ones, the flies that are by the pool and water. I hate those things. So anyway, this worked fantastic first time around. Okay, I have not had a bite. I've been out there for about 3 hours already, and I'm going to spray and reapply. And no bad smell, no chemical. The smells great.
That's funny. I was talking about how I'm trying something different today. I'm actually trying lemon eucalyptus as a repellent. Right? I bought it at the store though. I didn't make it myself. That was an awesome idea. But I'm trying this instead of the off deep woods because that is my OG and I love it. It works for me. But then I also, you can smell me from a mile away. So that is the downside. Not gonna lie, I am bringing it off in my purse just in case like people bring their hot sauce. I'm gonna have all the different mosquito repellents and I'm just gonna be ready. Bye, Zinni. I see you waving there. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, we were just about to close. I'm glad we got to say hi to a couple extra friends before we did though. Creative and Peg, thank you for stopping in. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. With all of this beautiful weather, I'm sure on the West Coast you guys probably have great weather too. It seems like it's been pretty nice and sunny. And the conversation has been fun. I wanted a summer theme episode and we brought that together. We ended up hitting an hour mark at the beginning. I didn't even think we would. So you just really never know. The conversation just goes on in this space and I really love it. So as usual, whether you spoke, listened, or are catching up with the recording, we truly appreciate your time and energy. A big shout out to everyone tuning in on Audacity as well. So glad to be a part of the platform and I appreciate all those views and everyone that gives positive feedback. You're more than welcome to DM me. I know it might be different. I don't know if you're on X, but I also have the Audacity on my Instagram, so you can try that as well. I do want to connect with more of you. And remember, Connect and Chill is all about creating a safe space for open discussions, but it's your participation that makes it special. We love hearing your thoughts and stories. I can't wait. Every week I look forward to this, whether it's 3 people like we had it for a while, or 8 people, 10 people, favorite space through in this space. That's why this space, because this is so special. From every one of you in here. So you're more than welcome to say, hey, I want to talk about this. I need a platform or I need a space. I don't want to host it. And we can team up, right? We'll do it together. I love a good collab, especially extra points if you are positive. That is my vibe. That is my language. I've also put up top in the Jumbotron my space for next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, Crypto Connect and Chill. I know a few people have come into this space wanting to discuss their project or what they're doing in crypto. And I don't mind, a brief mentioning of it, but I really don't want to let this space become that one. They are just very different, and I like to keep it that way. This is more just talking about us, keeping it real, health, wellness, that kind of stuff. So you're more than welcome to join me on Wednesday if you want to talk about what you're building. And you never know who you might meet and get to work with there. I want to say that a couple people have teamed up and people have found mods in that space. So it is a cool place to connect. So until then, take care, stay cool, enjoy every bit of the summer, touch grass, drink more water. Do not fade me when I talk about lemons, right? Put the lemons in your water, take the lemon shot in the morning, hit me up and tell me, oh my God, I feel so much better. I promise you will. But on that note, don't let me get started on the lemons. Let me just play a song and we'll all go on to enjoy this beautiful day. Love you guys.